Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the Happy Homemakers channel. If you are new, thank you so much for being here. I hope you're all well and I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. As always, I have my coffee and I'm going to have a sip because I haven't done that yet, and it is delicious, as it always is. So, did you enjoy last week's video all about reflecting, planning, organising, cash stuffing, and my very first Q&A? Did you enjoy it? If you did, that is fantastic and I'm really pleased about that. And if you would like me to do another one in the future, please let me know below. Today's video is going to be, I think I'm going to call it, so it will be Life as a Homemaker, a simple, wholesome Sunday. It is Sunday as I'm filming this today, and the reason why I decided to film today, I don't normally film on a Sunday, was because we are having a very lovely and wholesome day today. It was my uncle's birthday last week and they are coming over later for a little tea party, and I'm going to be making a few things that I've not made before, so I just thought it would be quite interesting to see if they come to fruition and if they are edible. So you'll have seen a couple of weeks ago I made an apple pie for the first time, which was really good. I really enjoyed that. I also made one for my very dear friend who has had a little baby girl, and I took it round to her, which was so lovely. And in this video I wanted to make my uncle a pie as well, but I've got some tinned peaches in the pantry and I thought, why don't I do a peach pie instead of apple? So we're going to try that. I've got a recipe which I will link below. And the other thing that is his favourite sweet treat is millionaire shortbread. He loves millionaire shortbread, and I'm going to try and make that as well. So I just thought it'd be really lovely to come along. I'm also doing my, I do on a Sunday, not Bible study, I do Bible study, I do that every day, but I listen to my church's sermons on a Sunday. They have it going on YouTube, and my friend is joining today, so we're going to be able to talk about it together once it's finished, so that'll be so nice. So I'm going to be doing that, and then just having a really lovely, gentle, wholesome Sunday, and I just thought I'd bring all of you along. So for the most part, or for the time being, it's 7 o'clock. I'm going to go upstairs, do my Bible study, spend time with the Lord. Then I'm going to have a bath, wash my hair, come down, prepare breakfast for George and I, and have a lovely, restful start to the day. We're also doing barbecue chicken wings. No, drumsticks. They're drumsticks. Barbecue chicken drumsticks. We're doing sausage with caramelised chutney and other bits and bobs. I actually cooked a ham yesterday in the slow cooker, a gammon, unsalted, in the slow cooker, and have sliced it up so we can have that on sandwich, like on bits of cracker or bread. And what else? I'm trying to think what else. We've got deviled eggs, lots of bits to go for with this little tea party later. So I really hope you enjoy the day. I really hope you enjoy the vlog. Get yourselves a lovely cup of tea, coffee, beverage of choice, and we'll jump into this week's video. everyone, so I'm back now. I've got my hair in pins just to keep it out of the way while we do our preparation, our cooking, our baking. It's 5 to 1. My aunt and uncle are coming over about 4ish, so that gives us some time to prep some food and bake some delicious goodies together. So I've got a recipe on the BBC Good Food app, I'll link all the recipes below, of the Millionaire's Shortbread biscuit. So now how long does this take to do? Prep time 25 minutes, cook 35 minutes, easy. Excellent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare the pie crust for the peach pie first, because that needs to set in the fridge for 40 minutes. Does this need to set in the fridge for 40 minutes? Oh no, it's shortbread. Breadcrumbs, dough. Prick the shortbread lightly with a fork and bake for 20 minutes until... Okay, cool, no. Right, okay. So I'm going to do the crust for the pie first and then the Millionaire Shortbread. I've already been asked by my colleagues at work to save them some if it's good, so I feel like I'm going to be doing that as well. Now, in the last video when I made apple pie, I'd got a lot of dough left over, and look, let me just put in my hands up. Okay, don't come for me. I did throw that away. Like, I'm repenting for my sins on that wastage. However, today I'm not going to be doing that. With the leftover pastry, I'm going to make jam tarts. I've got some jam. I'll be able to make the little tarts. That is what I'm going to be doing. So I feel very, very happy about that. The other exciting thing today is when I went to the garden centre with my aunts the other day, we bought a new parasol for the garden. I've just got like a creamy one out there at the minute. But this one is so gorgeous. It's very bohemian. I'm so excited. I can't wait to get it and put it up. It's kind of overcast here with suspected rain later in the UK, but it will go up at one point. I'm now going to sneeze. I sneezed. I've got to put the bedding into the dryer and dry the bedding. Oh, I always wash the bedding on a Sunday just because it's just so nice. I have fresh pyjamas, fresh bedding. It's just perfect. I am kind of running low on energy, not going to lie. It was so funny, George, no, not funny, haha, but like cute in a way. George was asking me the other day how I manage my fatigue, because he's trying to help me manage my videos. So I upload them like in advance sort of thing. And I said to him, my fatigue is so random. It's so random. So I could wake up one morning and feel terrible, have no energy, have complete brain fog, which if any of you have experienced brain fog before, is horrible. You literally can't string a sentence together. You can't think. It's almost like your brain and your vision is clouded. That's how I describe it. Like, I literally just have to sit and scroll or sit and just do nothing. I literally can't do anything. Or I wake up and I feel really good. I feel energized. I feel great. Yes, it is all in correlation with my cycle. I think the hormonal cycle in a woman has to affect conditions like ME, MS, fibromyalgia, anything that's related to the central nervous system and the immune system. Women's hormones have got to affect them. They have to. And if any of you who are watching this video have a chronic condition, it doesn't have to be multiple sclerosis, it could be anything really. Do you find that your menstrual cycle affects your symptoms? Because it does me. Like, before my period, my energies are really, really low. After my period, my energies are quite low. Brain fog's a bit bad. So, and medical professionals up to now have said, oh no, your hormones don't affect your condition. They've got to. They've got to play a part in it. Anyway, that's what I think on the matter. And as patients, they should go by our feelings. So that's that rant over with. So my energy levels were a little bit low now, and so I could have really good energy, then I could wake up and my energy be good and I feel great. I feel like, yeah, I want to film, I'm feeling good, and then it gets to like mid-morning and I crash and I don't have any energy at all. My fatigue sets in, my brain fog sets in, or I can get to about 1, 2 o'clock and my fatigue sets in. It's so random, so I literally can't plan much. My videos are very much impromptu, should I say. If I wake up and I've got energy, I'll think, cool, great, right, I'll film. I've got a cute day today, I'm gonna film. And yeah, that's basically how that works. I don't really know how we got onto that tangent. I think it's because I said that my energy is a bit low now, but I'm drinking loads of water. I'm not having another coffee. I'm going to focus on water, because I think sometimes when I'm tired or my energy is low, it's actually because I'm dehydrated. So I'll drink loads of water. And I'm going to put the washing up away from breakfast. You don't need to see me do that. You don't need to see me make the pie crust either for the apple pie, because I did that 2 videos ago. So I'm going to do all of that off camera. Then I'll be back to do the millionaire shortbread. I also need to go out into the garden and harvest some tomatoes. So we'll have some cherry tomatoes. And yeah, so you'll see me back here when we're ready to make the millionaire shortbread. I'm excited. I've never made it before. Fingers crossed for me it works out. Right everyone, just popping outside to get some tomatoes, some cherry tomatoes, because I've got loads, oh my gosh, I have got loads. Right, I'm going to turn you around and we'll pick them together. Oh, I dropped it. Okay. Any more that are ready? You're ready. Well, that's definitely more than I thought I was going to get today, but they're all coming. All my tomatoes. I'm going to give these a wash, and then everyone can have one to go with our little picnic, well, tea party. Hello everybody. So I am trying to use my microphone. Hold on. Let's put it here. Okay. Hello everybody and welcome back to the second part of my Q&A. You can't really, there you go, all my little questions. Let me make sure I'm unblurred. Yeah, okay, we're good. I think we're good. Thank you so much for coming back. So I'm just waiting for everything to finish baking and cooking downstairs. And as I mentioned in last week's video, I had quite a lot of questions. So I thought I would tag them onto today's video and answer them all for you. So I'm going to answer the rest of them. And starting with question number 1 that I was asked is, what are my favourite dishes? I presume that means meals. And I don't really know how to answer that because I like lots of different food. I love my breakfast bagels. They're so easy, quick in the mornings. You just batch make them and they are really, really great. I absolutely love those. I love doing a roast dinner. I love the cooked breakfast I do for George and I on a Sunday. I really love chicken Caesar salad or chicken lettuce and mayo, which is my concoction of chicken Caesar salad, which isn't really that, but that's what I like. I love jacket potatoes. There's so many different food items that I really like. So I don't really know how to answer that one, but whoever did ask that question, if you pop in the comments below on this video of just elaborating, if there's anything specific you want to know about what I eat, then that'd be really, really great, which will then move on to how I am approaching weight loss and how it's going. My weight loss journey is very, very much for yo-yo, to be perfectly honest. I still haven't got it together. I still haven't kind of just sorted my life out. I'm definitely getting there, but I'm not quite there yet. George has been doing a weight loss journey and a fitness journey for years now, and he is in a calorie deficit and he works out and he helps me into it. He's got a personal trainer, so he helps me via his PT, if that makes sense. So I am in a calorie deficit and we worked it out that way. I'm really unsure how to talk about it because it's not my area of expertise. I don't really know much about it. I don't feel confident to talk about how to help any of you guys lose weight. I don't feel like I'm qualified to do that. So I would definitely recommend speaking to a professional, speaking to a personal trainer, a food coach, or anyone who's got more of an experience in weight loss, and how to go from there. I think if I ever get to a point, which I'm really hoping I will do it, then maybe I'll talk about it in more detail in the future, but I just don't think I have the knowledge to speak of it at the moment. So I hope that is okay. I'm going to need to highlight these off so I know what I have answered and what I am yet to answer. So let me do that. So my next question was, do I grow autumn and winter vegetables? And the answer to that is no, not at the moment, but it is something I want to do going forwards. With me working 3 days a week, and it's only 3 days a week, and a lot of you probably work full time and have a lot to deal with, but working 3 days a week, taking care of the home, having multiple sclerosis, filming daily short videos and filming YouTube videos, it's really exhausting, I have to say. It's really exhausting. As much as I love it, and I do love it so much, it's so exhausting. And I just sometimes feel that I just don't have enough time. And I spend time with my family, I see my friends, and yeah, it's just crazy, but it's definitely something I want to do. I definitely want to start growing autumn and winter vegetables, and I think I need to do a bit more research on it. We've had quite a bit of work done to the garden this year, and there is more work to come. I think a lot will change once I've got my greenhouse, because I'll be able to grow things inside my greenhouse, and it will just be, I think once the summer season has been and gone, I am going to be planting garlic because you plant that in the winter for the summer, but I've got so many onions they will see me through winter. And I've got a lot of carrots, so they will also see me through winter. The potatoes will to some degree as well, but I don't have as many potatoes because we don't eat a lot of potatoes. My aunt gave me really, really great advice, and she said, grow what you eat, grow what you're going to eat. And that's it. Because if you grow things you're not going to eat, you're just going to waste it, which is so true. So I love onions, I love lettuce, cucumbers, tomatoes, potatoes, carrots. So that is what I'm growing at the moment. But in the future, I'd really like to grow red bell peppers again, because I did try that last year and failed. Didn't work out overly well. I would also like to try parsnips again. That didn't work out this year. Parsnips are very, very fussy anyway. I'd also like to try and grow maybe cauliflower, beetroot, and what else would I like to try and grow? Maybe, I'm trying to think, broccoli. That would be quite good to grow. So I think because the garden is not complete yet, like it's not finished, that it's quite difficult to plan things in it. So I literally just I just do it bit by bit. But I think towards the end of the year, I would like to sit down and really plan out what I'd like to grow, when I need to plant it, and when I can harvest it. I think I really need to research and look into that. But yeah, at the moment, with doing everything that I do, it's just finding the time to sit down and think about these things. But it's definitely something, like I said, I really, really, really want to do. What YouTube channels do I enjoy? I will link my top 3 YouTubers down in the description box below if you want to check them out. I really love Morgan Long. I love her videos. I love, oh my gosh, I've forgotten her name. She's done a video today as well. Her name's Sarah, but her last name has just escaped me. I also like Isabel Page. I click on really random videos. I like a lot of silent vlogs, especially if my mind feels really overstimulated. I like a lot of silent vlogs. I'll link some of my nighttime ones that I love down below as well, that I like to listen to at nighttime. But yeah, I just watch random ones. I love Gemma Louise Miles. I love Kay from Living the Life You Love. So I will link everything that I love down below for you to see. My next one is, where do I buy my dresses from? My dresses. A lot of my dresses I get from either charity shops or Vinted. A lot of them have come from there. I get the occasional one from our local garden centre, and you all know I'm loving Asda George's cotton dresses at the minute. I've got 2 of those. And that's basically where I get them from. Look on Vinted. Vinted is so, so good, and they are a fraction of the price. I've actually recently purchased a crop like top with puff sleeves to wear with my skirts, and that was £2. And then I bought a cropped jumper to wear in the autumn time with my skirts, and that was £3.50, not including delivery. Delivery is about £3. But still, it's so much cheaper, and it's secondhand. So yeah, I love buying secondhand things, and like pre-owned things doesn't bother me at all, because especially clothing, I wouldn't buy pre-owned underwear. That's a bit gross. I wouldn't do that. But clothing, even pajamas, you just put them in the wash, and as long as they're okay, then that's great. That's great. Then what else? Now I'm just going to try and bundle these questions together so they make sense. A few things that have brought me joy this month. I was asked this question in June as well, so I would definitely say spending time at home. That's my one main joy, seeing my friends and family, being there for them, and also my Bible study, learning God's word, being more focused on God, being with God, has been a real joy in the last couple of months. I've really developed my relationship with God, and I love it so much, which really does tie onto my next question. Oh, I'm going to highlight that, which is my testimony and faith journey. Now, I don't have a big testimony journey. I don't have like a journey where I was miraculously saved from trauma or illness or or bereavement or anything like that. Religion has always been in my life. My grandmother grew up with a vicar. Her father was a vicar, and like on my dad's side of the family, religion, like Christianity, has always been a part, like Church of England has always been a part of my life. And I used to go to church with my grandmother when I was a teenager, but I was never interested in it. I was more interested in her saving those little like bits of bread that she got at Holy Communion, and she used to save me a little bit. I used to go up and get blessed, and she used to save me a little bit of her cracker, little nana. And that's kind of all I did when I went to church when I was that age, because when my parents separated, I went to live with my mum, and she wasn't really religious. We never went to church or anything like that. So I kind of lost the religion. I think if I'd have stayed, I don't know, living with my aunt or living with my dad, or not my dad, but like living with my grandmother, religion probably would have been a bit more present in my life. How my journey started properly was during COVID. George and I were doing the 75 Hard Challenge, and we had to read 10 pages from a non-fiction book, and he chose his book, and I decided to choose the Bible, and I read the Bible because I thought I wanted to know how it all began. I wanted to know a bit more about God and Jesus, and I read the Bible, and then I started writing to God, because I used to be all into the law of attraction. I used to be into crystal healing. I used to be very, very much the universe gives you what you want. I was very much into that. And then as I started reading the Bible, I turned that onto God, and then I started writing to God. So my letters to God are like, I always start my letters to him with, Dear Heavenly Father, and then it's thank you for my day, or thank you for waking me up, or good morning, or this. And I literally just write to him as if I'm writing a letter to a friend. I tell him everything, and I talk to him about everything, and I usually write to him twice a day. If I don't write to him, I like talk to him, or I write letters to him on my mobile phone, on my notes section. And that's kind of how my relationship developed with God. Like, so my faith journey and testimony journey, there's nothing dramatic, really, to be honest. But I think they're also the best stories, like when you see other people talking about God, and you see other people coming to Jesus, coming to God, especially younger people. I was saying to my aunt the other day, recently, I have noticed so many younger people coming to God and Jesus, and it's absolutely amazing. It's so, so, so good. And I love it so much, because back when I was reading the Bible, it was just me and my best friend. She gifted me my study Bible, which was so generous, because it was her who got me into it as well. She was the one who gave me a Bible. And then it just all developed from there. But I just think it's so lovely how there are so many. There's people on YouTube, there's people on social media, younger people talking about God and Jesus and coming to the Lord. And I just think that it's absolutely amazing. And I think it's so good. And whether it's a revival or what, I don't know, but I think it's amazing. And I've kind of answered my question with somebody has said, how do I prayer journal and do my Bible study? Prayer journaling, I've told you, I literally just get a notebook, any notebook of choice. It doesn't have to be a prayer journal or anything like that. I've just got a random journal from the works, and I just start my letters by Dear Heavenly Father, as if you're writing to somebody, which you are, you're writing to God. So just start it like that. My Bible study, I got a really, really good book loaned to me by a friend, all about Leviticus. It's called The Gospel According to Leviticus. If I can find it, I'll link it below, but I don't know if I'll be able to. That is really helping me learn the book of Leviticus, because that was a really difficult book to learn, as is Numbers as well. And I start in that and I read that. And then what I do, I then read a book from the New Testament. So I'm finishing James at the minute. So I just read little tiny sections. And then because I've got a study Bible, at the bottom there are the footnotes which explains the verse that you're reading. So I will link my study Bible below if you're interested in that as well. And that's basically how I do it. And I just sit down with a coffee for an hour and I study a book of the Old Testament, the New Testament, and a psalm. And I literally just read the footnotes, and I try and really be present. I put on some lovely calming music, really low lighting, no bright lighting. And I really try to be present, and I really try and think, what I'm learning, and I try and think about how am I going to learn about this in today's world, what am I taking from these books into modern life. And yeah, I just basically do it that way. So that is my faith journey, my faith and testimony, and how I do my prayer and Bible study. So now we're going on to the last couple of questions. So my favourite Christian resources. I don't have any favourite Christian resources. I just use my Bible. And I do. I'm such a liar. I do. I have my Bible. I have my devotional book, which again, my best friend didn't give me, but told me about, and I bought it. It's Charles... Hold on. Here it is. It is called... Ooh, make sure the microphone's okay. Think we're okay? We're okay. It's called Every Day in His Presence, and it's 360 devotionals, and it's by a guy called Charles Stanley, and it's so good. It gives you so much wisdom and just encouragement and help, and you kind of every one of these I read, I think, oh, thank you, Lord, for helping me. Thank you, Lord, for seeing it this way. Or I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm humbled. Do you know what I mean? I'm humbled. So yeah, it's a really, really, really good devotional, and I would highly recommend that. I also watch my church's services every single Sunday. Me and my bestie do that as well. And again, if that's something you're interested in, I will link my church service and sermon down below, and you can check them out as well, because their sermons are really, really, really good, and I love them so much. So that is my Christian resources. Now, a few little random ones to finish off. So, and what are we on? We're on 16 minutes. Oh my gosh. So, do we ever eat at our kitchen table? Rarely. Part of me wonders why we even have the kitchen table, because we rarely eat at it. We usually sit in the lounge, because we have a coffee table that lifts up. So then we sit in the lounge and watch something while we eat. We only eat at the kitchen table if we have people over to eat with us. Other than that, we rarely eat at the kitchen table. So I would really, really like an old-fashioned mahogany oak table, or not necessarily, doesn't have to be oak, but just like an old-fashioned table and chairs in the kitchen, because I think that would go with the vibe of our kitchen, with it being an old 1930s house. I think that would really, really work, but that's definitely on the low priority of the list. Like, we do not need that, but that is something I would like. And can I give advice on growing my own produce? Just start, read the back, get some compost, make sure you've got good lighting, water, just start. That's what I would say. Just pick something and have a go. And the final question of my Q&A is, how do I stay organised and motivated when living with multiple sclerosis? Planning. That is what I do. I plan in my bullet journal. I plan on my phone. I schedule rest times. I've got to a stage with my MS where I'm getting better at saying no, and that I need to have a rest day, or I need to have a phone-free day. I'm definitely still learning. I'm definitely not perfect, but I'm getting there with that. I think I have done a video on either how I manage relapses or how I stay organised with MS. I'll have a little look through my videos, and I'll link them down below if you want to know how I manage my MS and how I stay organised and motivated with it. Honestly, some days it's really difficult. This weekend has been a difficult one, because my fatigue has been really, really bad. I've had, I don't know what you call it, but I've had pain all down my right side, but all down the side of my face. And that drained my energy. I was so exhausted. I wasn't very good on Friday at all. Saturday, I wasn't very good either. But I'm better today. So yeah, it's just swings and roundabouts really. But with that, this is nearly 20 minutes long. So we've already got lots of things we're doing that are fun downstairs, cooking, prepping food. So we will go back, and we're going to jump back into the next part of the video of preparing my uncle's tea party. Hello everyone, so my aunt and uncle are on their way now. Yes, I'm in a different dress because I'm so hot. I've literally been baking and cooking since 1 o'clock, and it's now 4:15, and I've still got to sort my lunch out for work tomorrow and potentially iron my work dress, but I'll do that later. Anyway, I'm going to show you what I've done. The Millionaire shortbread is really great. It's in the freezer setting for when we go to eat it, And yeah, I'm going to show you what else we've done. Well, I've done. So we've got the slow cooked ham hock there with bread underneath there, not homemade, bought bread. We've got barbecue chicken drumsticks and caramelised onion sausages. We've got crisps and we've got cheese and crackers. I know it's very beigey. It is very beigey. There's not much fruit or anything going on there. However, my uncle loves meat. He's a meat eater. He does like veggies, but yeah, this is his birthday, so it's going to be catered to what he likes, and he's a meat eater, just like George. So, and you know, me, but I mean, I would have probably afternoon tea. Anyway, let me show you the pie that's in the fridge. This pie has turned out really well as well. The only thing I would do differently, and actually follow the recipe, is do a lattice as opposed to covering the whole pie. And also the crust is super duper thin. But aside from that, that's really good. That's edible, so that's good. But the main thing that I'm so excited about that's just chilling, the millionaire shortbread. Oh my goodness, it is so good. If I can get any footage of that, I will. But we'll also see how it goes. I've got hard-boiled eggs cooking on the stove for lunches. Everything's a bit of a mess, but the good thing with my aunt and uncle is they won't care, because they don't. They're great like that. Oh, I don't think any of that was in focus at all. So if none of that was in focus, I do apologise. I will try and get some footage of the millionaire shortbread if I can, because obviously when my family or friends are visiting me, or vice versa, I want to be present and spend time with them. I've probably also got chocolate all over my face as well, because obviously I had to lick the spoon when I was melting chocolate. Why not? Not while I was melting it, of course, when I put it on the millionaire shortbread. Anyway, I'm gonna go finish prepping everything, finish trying to partly sort my lunch out for work tomorrow, and then I'll end the vlog when everyone's gone. Here is my new parasol. Oh my goodness, isn't it so cute? It's so pretty in all its little fringe. This was 30 quid, everyone. £30 this was. And I absolutely love it. It is so lovely. I'm in love with my parasol. This area is so cute now. Oh, love it. Hello everyone. So my aunt and uncle have gone now. It's just gone 7 o'clock, and I have to admit I have been procrastinating, flicking through social media, Instagram and TikTok. But I'm now getting my little butt into gear, finishing sorting out my lunches for tomorrow, and the millionaire shortbread turned out so well. I'm taking a little bit into work tomorrow, but I'll show you what it's like. Here it is. I mean, it's all, I've cut it up, but it was absolutely delicious, homemade millionaire shortbread, and it was so good. So I'm gonna tub this bit up for work and take that in tomorrow to the gang, if I can even do the lid up. I'll sort that out in a moment. And these are the little jam tarts I made with the leftover pastry. They're not like 100%, but I didn't want to waste the pastry, so they turned out okay as well. So they're cute as too. And what else did we make together? Oh yes, the peach pie. The peach pie turned out also really nice. The only thing differently I would do is I would put the top as like a lattice instead of covering it all completely. But that was nice. That's delicious as well. I've got some of that left over. I need to organise the fridge, everyone, because it's just all a bit higgledy-piggledy. So I'm going to do that, and then then I'm going to make a tea and go to bed and get my work uniform ready for tomorrow. So I'm gonna go sort the fridge out. I've got chocolate all over my face, I think. Oh my goodness. Sort the fridge out and then hoover up, do my little nighttime rituals and routines. My battery is low on this little camera now, so I'm not gonna film anything else, but thank you so much for coming along. I really hope you've enjoyed this little day with me, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will look forward to seeing all of you lovely people in the next video. Have a great rest of your weekend and have a lovely week. I'm going to be going to bed soon. I'm very tired. I'll see you soon. Bye.